I wanted to let you know also that my Magic Spoon code is still available. We love eating cereal for every meal. And it is high protein, 13 to 14 grams of protein per serving.
Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near. And that's the deal, my dear. They're over, you're under. You never have to wonder. We can always play by ear. But that's the deal, my dear.
Story time. Story time with Danelle. Night before last, about 3:30 in the morning, one of our smoke detectors started making the beeps like the battery was low. Our smoke detectors are hardwired, but there's still a battery in it, and that's what it sounded like. So I got up and figured out it was the one in the living room. So we were just like, well, first of all, you're in a daze at 3:30 in the morning. So Deb went and got the tall ladder. I let her out because she was freaking out, probably because it hurts her ears. And I was digging for batteries. That one and the one in the dining room and the living room were flashing red. The rest of them were green. So we thought the one in the living room was beeping. So let's just change, or the dining room was one of them, whatever, was beeping. So let's change that one. And then all was well. So I called the builder yesterday and I said, what do you think that is? He said, I would start by changing all of the batteries and all of them, make sure they're all. We both said last night, I'm getting some sleep. So, because it was so bad the night before with all the interruptions like that. So I said, why don't we switch out the one in the dining, whichever one we didn't switch. I can't remember which one, but that's still flashing red. Let's just get a battery and put it in that one. So she did. Sat and watched Daisy Jones and the Six. We have one more episode. If you haven't watched it, it's really good. It's based on Fleetwood Mac, if you guys didn't know that. So we sat and watched that until 10 o'clock. Went to bed. Midnight. Very deep sleep, and I hear beep. And I went, there's no way. Went back to sleep. Beep. I literally yelled, mother. And Deb yelled, what the? At the same time. This time it was the one directly in our bedroom, but in all of our confusion, we were saying, well, it has a new battery, so there's nothing that we can do. It must be with the hard wiring. So we laid there and listened to the beep all night long. I got up at 5:30 like I normally do. I started working, sitting there listening to the beep. And around 6:30, it stopped. And I'm like, why 12:30 midnight? Why? I just looked at it a couple hours ago and saw that the battery was new or something like this. And she tested it in our little tester, but it was not. It was dead. So she replaced it. Seriously. Let's hope tonight's a little different. Last night, I was even incorporating those beeps into my dreams. I don't know if you guys do that, but I was talking on the phone to someone and I said, yeah, listen to these beeps. Can you hear them? I remember dreaming about a skunk in high school. And it wasn't until I went to school that when I pulled out of our driveway, there was a dead skunk in the road. And I thought that's why I was dreaming about it. Also forgot Ivy ended up coming out here and sleeping on the couch because she was so sick of that beep. And it probably does hurt her ears, I'm sure.
Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme and have a cup of coffee.
I think I am the queen of finding inexpensive pillow covers that look pretty and that look more expensive than what they are. And I just ordered these. They're like this really pretty coffee color. And I loved how this color kind of goes with the rug and the rest of my decor in here. These come in a couple of different sizes and a couple of different colors. These are the 18 by 18, and I do have another color. I gotta grab it. This is one of the colors, and this is called grayish white. And this does not look grayish white to me. This looks like cream and black. And it might even be a really dark charcoal, but I think it reads more cream and black. Prices are based on sizes and colors. You can get the set of 2 for like $15 to $17. And some of the bigger ones, the 20 by 20s, are even less expensive. So check it out. I'll put the link to these again here. And again, this is when I like to remind you to use these type of things for your outdoor spaces as well. Your porch swings, your table settings, your outdoor furniture, because they're so inexpensive. And if they last 2 years, it's like a couple dollars per year. I also think they look better than the outdoor pillows. You can get the pillow covers and put them over your outdoor pillows. I've done that before too. So just a little tip. Getting caught up with emails. I just got one regarding my Home Chef order, and I want to show you some of the meals that are available this week because they look so delicious. But I'm going to put a link here because you can use Danelle 50 if you're a new customer. Get 50% off of your first 3 orders, which is 16 free meals. I love Home Chef because they have such a wide variety of meals. Every week you can pick from so many different. I chose a couple that are more calorie conscious, which I love that as well. Also, it is very simple to skip a week. That's what we did last week. I'm going to place the order this week for next week, but you would just click that, edit meals here. It is so simple. We love Home Chef. Again, get 16 free meals with my link and my code Danelle 50. I would answer a few more questions. The fridge update is now May 31st. I don't believe it's going to be that early, honestly. We ordered it in January of 2022. They told us it would be 8 to 10 months. Once it got towards the end of the year, like about August, I called and said, is it ready yet? And they said, no, June of 2023. So I said, you've got to be kidding me. Then he called back and he said someone canceled because they didn't want to wait so long. So they were going to move us up to December of 2022. Obviously, December came and went. He said January, then he said February, then he said March. Now he said May 31st. And I can guarantee you it's going to be June 31st because I would bet a big, large wad of money that someone came in and he said, I'll give you December's. And we got pushed off to our normal. I'm going to answer a few more and then I'll answer some over the next couple of days. But this is regarding the addiction highlight. So if you haven't seen those, go watch those. I went to Al-Anon because that's all that was around here. I went for over a year, almost every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times. Don't be scared at all. They are such great meetings. You don't have to say a word if you don't want to. You can just walk in and listen. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to tell your story. You can just listen to other people's stories. And the one thing that you will always feel comfortable in is that everybody knows what you're talking about and what you're feeling. Everybody there has been through it all. There is so much. I'm going to do a post here, hopefully this week. I'm going to take pictures of what it looks like now and what we have planned for. I cannot wait. Deb and I are going to finish the coop ourselves. We are going to do all the raised beds in the garden ourselves. We're going to do the arbor, I believe, ourselves. The fire pit, we're going to pay someone to do because it's a little more extensive than what we want to do. We want our pond fountain. We want all of the lamp posts out around the pond, or a few around the pond, some down the driveway. Our grass will be planted, all of our landscaping around the house. I cannot wait. First of all, thank you for this. And second of all, don't cry. Don't ever feel bad. If you want to change anything in your home, start small. Start with things. Start small. Start with small changes. If you don't like the way your room is decorated, just switch it around, put some of your decor away, and save it for later. Maybe you have a friend that you can switch a kitchen table with for temporarily. Go to the library and rent pictures. At least we used to be able to do that, and I think you still can. You can just go and rent pictures for like 6 months at a time. I have shared this many times. I have lots of collections. Most of these I started when I was 20, and my budget was $1 here and $1 there. I did not have $30 to spend on one piece. I would buy things for $1, and that's about all I could buy. You can become so creative. I remember buying a pitcher, pitcher that I loved the shape, but I did not like the color. I spray painted it white, and it looked like what I was seeing in magazines. There are so many different creative ways that you can get around anything and do anything that you want to in your home. Here's the update. So close, but this part is taking forever. You can see all of the little paint chunks in it. So that is where Deb is. She worked on this part all day.